Hey, it's David Elder, and today on Texas Eats, we're traveling all across the Lone Star State, going to great restaurants you won't want to miss.
Get ready for a restaurant on the northwest side of San Antonio that's serving up some delicious Southern cuisine. Plus, we head to the Pearl to check out a new restaurant that's serving some crunchy fried chicken. And we hang out with Pitmaster Al Fragoni, and he teaches us how he makes cabrito on an open fire grill. All that and more right now on Texas Eats. Now, we're headed to San Antonio's favorite New York diner, Max and Louie's, to meet up with owner Drew Glick and check out some of their savory dinner options.
It's brunch all day. I mean, people ask, oh, do you serve brunch? It's like always brunch at Max and Louie's, literally, always brunch.
You can always get pancakes, you can always get French toast.
And you can always get liquor.
And you can always get liquor. But something that people don't really know about is your savory items, your dinner. You can come out here and actually have date night at Max and Louie's. This is the stuff that I haven't even tried yet. Pizza, you have stromboli, you have calzones. And I want to talk about the pizza in the back.
Well, first of all, it's New York diner, right? So the New York, there's a lot of these things have that little New York edge to them. So our pizza is made the way I learned how to make it in New York. Thin, with a little puffy crust on the outside.
When you think of like the iconic, picturesque pizza, this is what you're looking for. That's the bite. This is spiritual.
Hey, thanks, bud.
This is amazing. This will wake you back up, baby. Just get this for brunch. This is brunch.
Exactly, you could.
Calzone. What are you doing a little bit different?
It's a classic preparation, but we have like a build your own, so you can put anything you want in there. This one particularly is our cheesesteak calzone.
Ooh. Double pepper. It's beautiful. Yeah. The crust on the outside, that flavor. You have a little bit of seasoning on there, a little bit of Parmesan cheese as well.
This is our stromboli. The stromboli is very similar, rolled a little different, but it's basically just a lot of mozzarella cheese. There's no ricotta cheese in there.
Is that the main difference between the stromboli and the calzone?
Yeah.
Is the cheese.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, don't do it.
I'm doing it.
I'll do it.
Get
you
a half.
do it, I do it.
Here, come back over here with me.
Hold on.
Cheers. All right, the stromboli. Oh my goodness.
So this one has all our meats. It's the meat lovers. Wait, can we film with my mouth open?
Yeah.
Full of food?
Go ahead.
It has our meatballs in there, which are homemade.
Really?
They're really good. They're unbelievable.
That is absolutely insane. Yeah, we're going back in.
This is our rigatoni alla vodka. The sauce is made in the pan from scratch. The sausage is so good. We use that on our pizzas and all that. And
when we were making it in the back, I mean, you showed me the steps. You had everything set up. It's very straightforward. You're using really great ingredients.
Heavy cream, vodka, obviously.
Come back in with me. You got garlic knots hanging out on the side too.
Yeah, we make our homemade garlic knots. Most of our Italian dishes come with garlic knots in them.
Elbow. Bam! The pastas, the pizzas, the calzones, the stromboli. These are the items that you typically wouldn't think of when you think of Max and Louie's. You think in the diner, the brunchy items and things like that. Everything out here is just knocking it out of the park. Thank you so much for having us. Get the brunch, save room, get dinner later. And this one right here, we're gonna wrap it up with this one.
And Dave, all these things can be made to go for catering purposes.
Right, I mean, you guys do any kind of big event that you have going on,
We do a lot of
right?
catering, yeah. Parties, small parties, big parties, we do a lot of catering. That was my family business in New York. My father was a caterer my whole life.
Well, there you go. So that's so you got experience. You know what a thing or two about catering.
Oh boy.
Can you get this catered?
I've had people drop off their glass bowl and we actually filled it for them.
This is where it's at. Cheers to you. Thank you so much for having us out here.
Thanks for coming out again.
You guys, Max and Louie, so much more than what you've tried before. Come on out here for 2024 and beyond. This food is just rocking. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa.
Yeah, good luck getting that off your mustache.
Wow. Great job. Today on A Taste of Texas with Shiner Bock Beer, we're using the new lemonade shandy to make a cocktail that is absolutely refreshing. Right here, slice up a lemon. You can make some wheels and wedges. Slice little bits in there, set them off to the side, and then you're gonna put one whole lemon into a glass full of ice.
a shot of vodka, a splash of simple syrup, a splash of blue curacao in there as well. Stir it up. Right on top, the lemonade shandy. Pour it on there, get all fizzy and foamy, and then you're gonna put your wheel on there for the garnish. You can stir it one more time. It's refreshing, ice cold, great for the summer. Try this one out. It's absolutely delicious. Now, we're headed out to Austin to check out a barbecue spot that offers, get this, a barbecue crunch wrap.
I fed it to the wrong person who wrote an article about it in Texas Monthly, and then from then on out, it's been on the menu.
Let's go inside CM Smokehouse.
Joining us now is Cade Mercer. He's a chef and partner here at the restaurant. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, for sure.
And I gotta tell you, man, on social media, this crunch wrap just looked insane. We had to come up to Austin to check this thing out. How did you get into smoking and barbecuing?
Well, I got my first job working at Rudy's, actually. Then I decided to go to culinary school to leave barbecue behind and kind of got dragged back in. So now I do barbecue, but I do it my way. Since I don't really do any barbecue by the pound or any barbecue sliced on a tray. I do it all like kind of turned into other menu items.
These right here, I've never heard of these little rib wings that y'all are doing out here. But talk to me about the process. What goes into making them?
We season the ribs and then we smoke them just like normal, just like you'd be slicing them. But instead of putting them in a warmer and slicing them for a barbecue tray, we simply put them in the fridge and cool them down. We slice each rib separately once they're cooled down, flash fry them, and then toss them in whatever wing sauce the customer chooses.
All right, the rib wings, that's the bite. Oh my goodness. Wow. Y'all, you don't even need teeth for this thing. Look at that. It just comes right off. The crunch wrap, the thing that got us out here. We saw this, it just looks nuts. Talk to me about the process of making it and what it was like the first time that you made it.
The first time I made it was actually at a different restaurant before I did here, and it wasn't on the menu. They were never supposed to make it onto the menu. It's got Monterey Jack cheese on the top and then brisket. It's topped with queso, and then it's got a tostada shell with lettuce, salsa verde, crema, pico de gallo, and pickled onions on it. And then it's all wrapped up and then seared on the flat top.
This is a crazy crunch wrap, and I'm excited to take the bite. That is refreshing.
It is. It's like, it's nice.
And I love that, of course, it's portable.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can just hold it until it's gone.
These guys playing pickleball can just be holding one of these while they're out there.
They can, it's true.
This is worth a trip from across the globe to come try it. Now, Mr. Mercer, we're gonna go inside of the truck. You're gonna be making a dish with us.
Yes.
What are you gonna be making for us?
We're gonna make the crunch wrap.
Oh my gosh. This is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a drink too. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Let's go make a crunch wrap. All right, Kate, now we're inside of the food truck. What's the first thing you do to make the crunch wrap?
So the first thing you do is get the tortilla a little hot so it's a little more malleable whenever we're forming it.
Sure.
So the next step is gonna be to get a nice little handful of Monterey Jack cheese, put it down as a base layer, and then on top of that, we're gonna go a nice handful of brisket, some nice queso, and we're gonna get a tostada shell, some nice lettuce.
Oh, you're not holding back. That's some hefty amounts there.
Pico de gallo, pickled onions, and then some salsa verde crema, and then we just close it up. And then we just set it on down there, let the heat kind of seal it all up and melt the cheese.
Okay, thank you so much for having us out here.
Sure.
You guys,
Cheers.
CM Smokehouse in Austin. Been around for almost 3 years here. So many different bites on the menu. Brunch on the weekends. But I tell you what, this crunch wrap is famous for a reason. Thank you so much.
Sure.
You need to come try this.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, we cruise to Fredericksburg Road in San Antonio to check out a new chicken spot that's serving up some saucy goodness. And next on the show, we hang out with Pitmaster Al Fragoni, and he teaches us how he makes cabrito on an open fire grill. Texas Eats will be right back after the break.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in the middle of nowhere in Comfort, Texas, and right behind us, a beautiful river scenery, an open fire, and with us today, Al Fragoni, the man, the myth, the legend. You're the dude when it comes to open fire Argentinian cooking here in Texas, and you're incredible. And right in front of us, we have a cabrito that you're gonna be preparing for us, showing how you cook it your way. And you have some seasonings, you have a whole tutorial for us.
Exactly.
What's the first thing you do to prepare the cabrito?
First, what we're gonna do, we need to butterfly the cabrito.
Oh, wow.
And if you don't know, a cabrito is a baby goat. We open on that cartilage right here, right? And then you start slowly opening. What you don't want to do is to break these ribs here, right? You try to dislocate the bones as well. When you get the cartilage out, it's easier to cook inside. Yes.
What makes it the biggest difference between when people say barbecue, when they're talking about smoking meats, and then you have the open fire?
The first difference is that it's open, so it's not enclosed. So that means that you're only gonna cook with the flame. You know, radiation from the heat, you're gonna cook with that. Never the fire direct to the meat. Now we're gonna put it on the rack that is called the cross. We call it a cross, and we're gonna cook it asador style. This is what we call a cross libero. Libero in Spanish means book. That's why
You're gonna book it together. You're gonna close the
Exactly.
book on this cabrito right here.
Exactly. We're gonna cook it bone side first, and actually 80% of the cook is gonna be in this side, in the bone side, because the bones and the cartilage is gonna kind of protect the meat from drying out.
Okay.
So that's gonna get so hot that it's gonna cook the inside part of it.
This is such a different method of cooking.
Actually, the gauchos invented. The gauchos are the Argentinian cowboys, right?
Yeah.
They invented this type of cooking, but they normally did it on the ground. So people build a fire, put a cross on the ground, and that's how they cook big pieces of meat or like small animals like this.
No seasoning whatsoever.
Not yet, but we're gonna prepare salmuera. It is a wet seasoning.
Okay.
It's basically like a brine.
And you have rosemary growing on your property
Yes,
over
sir.
here, and
Yes,
it's for
sir.
a good reason, right? Talk to us about
Yes.
why you have this.
Well, this is first looks cool, right? Right, looks cool, and you make a brush out of
yes,
your
the brush.
rosemary, and then you mix it, right? So now
Let's
just
do it.
go and apply it.
Okay. All right, so slightly disrespectful, that's okay. Here we go.
Yeah, you don't need to put it in yourself, no, but
Yeah, I'm seasoning myself over here too.
hey, I can cook you too. Huh?
Yeah, I bet you could. You have a pit for that right there. That thing's massive. So you guys, in just a couple hours, we're gonna be hanging out here. It's a beautiful day. And we're gonna be eating some cabrito. We're gonna be eating steaks, sausages. So we're gonna keep seasoning this thing. All right, so it's been just about 4 hours. This thing has been cooking and it looks beautiful. You've been seasoning this up, keeping it nice and hydrated. Look how beautiful that is. Is this the color that you're looking for,
Yes,
right?
sir. That's exactly the color you want.
We got our cutting board beautifully presented over here. You have your picanha that you've let rest. It's a beautiful medium rare. The chimichurri that you've made over here, and it's your chimichurri. It's super
Yes.
easy to make, and people can find this in grocery stores, right?
And we got it in HEBs like this year, so you can find my chimichurri mix.
And you also made some choripan, which is the sausages. You put some of this chimichurri on there. This nice, soft, tender bread with the sausage. It's just the perfect bite. Now we're going in for the cabrito. Al,
Okay.
thank you so much for having us out here. You guys, Al Fragoni is the dude.
One thing more.
Yeah.
We have a tradition, but you know those things here?
Yeah.
Those are the kidneys. They leave them on for a special reason,
What's the reason?
that the pit master can give it to the special guest.
I love you. Here you go. Cheers. It's creamy, super creamy, and that lemon just pops on there. But now we got to dive in. So where's
Yes.
the best place to get like a piece of
Well,
beef?
okay, like we said, cabrito doesn't have a lot of meat, so everything is gonna be shredded, right? So we're gonna try to start. Oh, look at it.
Oh my.
Too tough.
Oh,
Chimi on everything, baby.
that's right. And then give us some lemon on there. Give us a little squeezy squeeze. That's
That's
the
the
bite.
bite.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Come on, bro. That is incredible. The skin has a beautiful crust to it. It's got that nice little crunch you want. Thank you so much for having us out here, Al.
Thank you for coming. You're always welcome.
Oh, it's delicious. We have to come out here soon again, man.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, we head to the Pearl to check out a new restaurant that's serving some crunchy fried chicken. And next on the show, we cruise to Fredericksburg Road in San Antonio to check out a new chicken spot that's serving up some saucy goodness. Texas Eats will be right back after the break. Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now, we're headed to Saucy Birds, a new fried chicken concept from San Antonio chef Cesar Zepeda.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for being here.
Why Saucy Birds?
You know, I wanted something that is very straightforward. People love chicken. I love chicken, my kids. And it's something that we can give a very good value and then chef it up with some cool sauces. I love making sauces. It gave me that outlet, that chefy outlet where I can make something really cool and then make something very fast and affordable, and it plays together.
I can imagine the quality control you had to go through. That's a lot more sauces probably.
I gained a little weight.
Before we get to the chicken, I want to talk about this item because he's kind of the oddball hanging out in the front.
So we made a creme anglaise little bread pudding. We also do a bread pudding French toast.
Ooh.
So that milk bread's awesome, and it's just a really something that a sweet bite at the end of your sauces. Just solid bread pudding.
That bread pudding is rocking. Chicken. How long did it take you to craft these tenders to be what you wanted them to be?
You know, I wanted it to be perfect, not too salty, not overcooked. Obviously, the timing on this is everything. So it's a beautiful little chicken strip. We are using breast. We're using breast and cut. It's not tenders, it is breast. And I think that is just a beautiful vessel for any of your sauces.
Which one's the one I should try? Do you have like a house sauce?
So this is our bird sauce, a nice little mayo base. I really like the spicy honey mustard, and I also like the cucumber dill ranch.
I really feel like you can get anything and like be really good at it. Like next year, if you open up a pizza place, I'm sure it's going to be a rockin' pizza place.
I get obsessed with things.
Great size. It's very tender. Nice crunch on the outside. The seasoning itself, it holds up even when you're using it in the sauce. You have a hot version right here. It's like a Nashville hot style, right?
We call it the Texas heat. We're doing a little dredge in there with some butter and some seasonings, little brown sugar, and then we're putting our little seasoning on top. I really love this one with the cucumber dill. I think that the combination of both, you have your heat here and that kind of tames it out.
Okay.
That's been a favorite.
Whoa. That's the one. It's delicious. You've really captured the essence of spice and flavor at the same time. Once again, that crunch that you have on this one, you're bringing it to here, and you have the perfect cook on the inside. It's nice and tender, it's moist, and that sauce on there, that cucumber dill, it's a cooling factor. And then the fries got some love on them too over here. You got some spicy fries.
That's the beauty of it. All of it just drips all over the fries. Now we have some Nashville, some hot Texas heat fries.
Hot Texas heat fries, there you go.
You know, we couldn't stop doing nachos. Everybody loves queso. It's San Antonio. But we are doing with the fried chicken. You can do that Texas heat as well.
I mean, you can't be mad at that. It's straightforward. It's delicious. Drinks.
The bar hasn't changed. People really, really love the sangria flights and the mimosa flights and margarita flights. I wanted to keep that the same and just tell you a different menu option for everybody.
You have a burger, and then you got a chicken sandwich. That's a big chicken sandwich,
nice.
man.
That one with the Texas heat, wow, that's one of my favorite things.
Bro, I need to try this with the Texas heat on there. Can we do that right now?
You want to make one?
Yeah. Cesar, thank you so much for making a hot version of the chicken sandwich. You guys got to come out to Saucy Birds, the new concept by Chef Cesar Zepeda here at formerly Sangria on the Berg off Fredericksburg Road. Look at this monster.
Beautiful.
Come on. Oh, wow. Wow. Absolutely incredible. This is going to be one of your new favorite chicken spots in San Antonio.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, we head to the Pearl to check out a new restaurant that's serving some crunchy fried chicken. And next on the show, we head to a popular Mediterranean spot at the Pearl in San Antonio. So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back after the break.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here at the Pearl in San Antonio to go inside of a new restaurant that's serving up modern Mediterranean cuisine. They have lamb, pork, and a lot of different dishes on the menu, including a cheese dish that you gotta check out. Let's see what they're serving up at Ladino. Joining us now is the executive chef and part owner out here at the restaurant, Bertie Richter. Thank you so much for having us, brother.
Thank you for visiting me.
Now, in front of us, you knocked it out, man. You got pita bread, you have some cheese in front of us, an entree item, and some other dips and assorted items. Talk to me about the restaurant, though, Ladino. How did this all get started?
So Ladino was always a dream of mine to do a concept that will kind of pay homage to my grandmother and my mother, who I grew up learning to cook from.
Talk to me about this dish.
Okay, so this is called saganaki. We use kefalotiri cheese, which is cheese from Greece. It's a mix of goat and cow milk. It really fries and bakes really well.
Y'all, this is where it's at. Oh, wow.
There you go.
That's the
Now
one.
that's the pull.
All right, cheers.
Oh my God.
This is absolutely, this has to be the best thing. We don't
No.
we're not even gonna try the rest. This is the one. It's salty. It has a really rich, fatty flavor to it, but then you're balancing that out with that lemon and that relish. So the acidity pop that's cutting through and the crispiness on the outside. All right. Ooh, I need like 10 of these to go. What's going on there?
This is called cevapi. It's a mixture of lamb, beef, and pork with some onions. And then on the bottom, I made a aioli with lamb fat and garlic.
I mean, it's lamb fat with lamb and lamb fat. I mean,
But
this is just flavor on flavor
This is
on flavor.
Take
Here.
a little piece of pita.
Yeah.
Get yourself a piece of that cevapi.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's the bite. I mean, I'm blown away. These are already just so delicious. Last dish here, talk to me about what's going on.
Okay, so this is a pork souvlaki, or our take of pork souvlaki. Very traditional Greek street food. This
mean,
is
this
a
is
very,
high
very high quality pork. Medium rare, just like when you eat beef.
Okay, cheers. Oh, wow. We're gonna go in the kitchen. You're gonna show us how you make a dish from start to finish. What dish are you gonna show us?
I'm gonna show you guys our lamb belly ribs.
Well, I'll tell you what, the cheese is coming with me. Let's go make some food.
All right, let's do that.
All right, chef, now we're in the kitchen. You're gonna be making for us your lamb belly ribs. What's the first thing you do?
So first thing we'll do is we'll make a cure. We're gonna make the cure with some cumin, garlic, black pepper. We got some salt. We got coriander seeds. We got Greek oregano. We got fenugreek leaves.
Okay.
And then we're gonna zest some lemons into that. They need to sit for at least 24 hours with the cure before they get cooked. After 24 hours, they look like that. And then we'll put them in a pan, cinnamon sticks, bay leaf. So we'll put the lamb fat.
Oh
now,
my God.
this will go to the oven for 4.5 hours. When they come out, they're gonna look like this. I crisp the ribs up in the pan. They go back in the oven, and that's when they get that final blast of heat.
All right, so this just came right out of the oven, but then you have some other items here to plate. What's
Right.
going on?
First, we're gonna put down our tzatziki. We make it fresh every day with Greek yogurt, Bulgarian yogurt, labne, some dill, and cucumbers. Next up, we're gonna make a little salad here. We got some baby kale mix, some fennel,
Man.
a little bit of picked dill, mint, and this is our saffron vinaigrette made with saffron, fennel seeds, oil, sherry vinegar. Look at the beautiful golden color for that. And now we're gonna plate the lamb ribs. They're beautiful,
Wow.
nice and hot. Look at that beautiful crisp sear.
Thank you so much for having us out
It's
here.
been my pleasure. Thank you for
Ladino
coming.
is a gorgeous restaurant out here at the Pearl. You have to come check them out. Everything they have out here, it's just a beautiful representation of different cultures across Europe into the Middle East. I mean, congratulations. You're
Thank you
just
so much.
killing it.
Thank
And
you.
now we get to try this dish here.
Cheers.
Come on, bro.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, we head to the Pearl to check out a new restaurant that's serving some crunchy fried chicken. And next on the show, get ready for a restaurant on the northwest side of San Antonio that's serving up some delicious southern cuisine. So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back after the break.
Casey, what's going on, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. We're out here at Jordan Ford, and it's a special season right now out here.
It is. It's SUV season here at Jordan Ford.
Sounds delicious. I love good seasoning. Now, you have good deals that come with this season, right?
We do. On the all-new Explorer, it's 2.9 for 72, or only on the Jordan Ford option plan, $399 a month.
Man,
guys got great deals out here.
We do.
Delicious deals. It's a great season to come out here and shop for SUVs. And to get more information on the whole lot, of course, you just got to come out here and walk around. You can also go online, www.jordanford.com.
Now, we're headed to the Rim on the north side of San Antonio to check out all the fried goodness at Southerly Hot South.
Kudos for taking that leg off too, man. That was a pro move right there.
Chef and owner Jeff Balfour was born and raised in Galveston, and he discovered his culinary passion while attending the University of Texas in Austin. Jeff co-founded Southerly Hospitality Group and brings his love of coastal Texas and Southern cuisine to the menu at Southerly.
The way you're frying chicken here, you got like an industrial chicken fryer.
You
You can put out a lot of chicken here.
We can. So the one thing we really wanted to do was have a really great fryer. So we went, of course, to Henny Penny and got these ginormous pressure fryers. We buy our chicken locally, we brine it, and then we pressure fry it.
So I'm gonna go a solo mission on this
You
one,
go.
okay? Look at this right here, thigh with the leg. I'm gonna rip that off. Already on the inside, you can already tell, just cooked to perfection, down to the bone. The flaky exterior that's on there as well. And you can see right here, super juicy. As soon as I took that leg off, the juices come running out as well. So it's just locking in that flavor. That's the bite.
Kudos for taking that leg off too, man. That was a pro move right there.
Now you also have brunch out here.
We have some brunch, so we threw out a chicken and donuts today. So this is a kind of a house-made donuts here that we just simple glazed and then top with bacon, because why not?
Yeah.
And then, of course, on top of that, some fried chicken.
Donut, chicken, it's got the syrup all over it and the bacon. There we go, right. Give me a moment.
Take it.
I'm in
Take
my
it.
special place right now. If you just open up a bakery, offer biscuits and donuts, I'm here all day. Now, the po' boy sandwiches, the chicken sandwich, all the items out here. But now we're gonna go into the kitchen. We're gonna make an item from start to finish. Who are we going in with and what are we making?
So we're gonna go in with Chef JC Rodriguez. He's our corporate chef, and he's gonna do actually our favorite dish on the menu, which is our fried chicken that's smothered with a shrimp boil.
All right, well, before we go in, this chicken sandwich has been calling my name because I know everybody loves a good chicken sandwich. And look how beautiful that is right there. All right, there we go.
First thing we do is we start with our Gulf shrimp. Not colossal, but there's, we're not.
Yeah, that's a good size.
That's a nice size.
All right, so this isn't gonna take too long to boil. It's gonna be pretty quick, right?
It normally runs right around 4 to 5 minutes. You don't want to overcook the shrimp because they're gonna keep cooking as they come out.
All right, so we have sausage on the bottom of the bowl, shrimp on top. What's the next step?
Now we're gonna start with our clarified butter.
Okay.
A healthy amount of that, and 2 of these.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And then a heavy amount of our sort of secret Cajun seasoning. Good stuff right there. And a touch of hot sauce. Now I'm gonna throw this whole butter in here. And it's gonna sort of kind of make it this sort of creamy, and it's gonna stick to the shrimp a little nicer. I really like doing it that way.
Chef, now you have the shrimp. I got right here fries and the fried chicken on top.
That's right.
Go ahead and let's play this up.
We're gonna smother this guy right here.
Come on out here, get some fried food goodness. We're talking fried chicken, fried seafood. There's so many different options. There's TVs out here, an oyster bar. Make sure you're following them on social media to know when all the happy hour specials are happening as well. Cheers, Chef. Come on.
Yep.
That's just buttery goodness. Bro. Phenomenal.
And next on the show, we head to the Pearl to check out a new restaurant that's serving some crunchy fried chicken. So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back after the break. Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now, we're in San Antonio to pay a visit to Chef Nicola Black. Check out her newest spot at the historic Pearl.
So we dived in and we created a recipe. I actually changed it right before we opened just to make sure it was the best possible recipe for our customers.
You were tweaking at the last second?
Even at the last second.
Let's see what they're slanging out at Freight Fried Chicken.
Now we're here at the bottling department at the Pearl, and joining us today is Chef Nicola Black, and you have a brand new concept here.
Yes.
And I'm super excited because I see a lot of chicken on the place,
Yeah.
which I love me some fried chicken. Talk to me about the concept itself, because it's not just about the chicken. There's a history lesson
Yeah,
here
there's
that
a
people can
history.
learn something from this, right?
So when I came up with Freight, I wanted to kind of connect back to my roots, and I came across this really cool story about some amazing women in Gordonsville, Virginia. And these women, they would fry chicken and make biscuits and pies, and they would walk miles to sell it. And what they used the money for was basically to provide for their household. And so I was like, you know what? I like this story. I'm gonna call it Freight, based off the train station, and here we are.
And something really special before we dive in, gluten-free.
Yes.
That was a big thing for you as well.
Yeah,
Why
it
was that
was.
important?
We take really into consideration what our customers want. And so we dived in and we created a recipe. I actually changed it right before we opened just to make sure it was the best possible recipe for our
You
customers.
were tweaking at the last second?
Even at the last second.
What's going on with the tenders? What's special about them?
So it's just a nice dry spice. We found out that the waiter carriers which is what the women were called, they did a dry batter. So there's no dairy on top of our fried chicken.
You have two sauces here in the front. What do you got?
We've got spicy ranch and honey barbecue.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go for the spicy ranch. The tenders, that's the bite. Look at that. Look how juicy that is on the inside. So flaky.
So you can make anything spicy here at Freight. Just ask for it.
I'm getting that all day, every day. These two sandwiches, these are the same sandwiches. We each got our own.
Yes.
And these things are loaded up. So what goes inside?
So it's 3 tenders, and then you can add on slaw if you like. I went ahead and added slaw.
And then that honey mustard. Oh my gosh. That's the bite. I got it on my face. I know I did.
I'm a baby biter.
I went all in. I'm hungry. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Chamoy pickles. Sweet, tangy, a beautiful accent once again. This is the fried chicken. This is bone-in fried chicken, which, if it's not fast food in San Antonio, it's hard to come by a spot that's doing the bone-in fried chicken. Of course, the Jerk Shack, and now here, and this is the one you said, it's gluten-free.
Yes, and it's also halal. Our bone-in fried chicken is halal.
The hot honey, that just seals the deal. I'm gonna dip some biscuit, and I'll cheers you, the biscuit. I love this menu. You got your sandwiches, you have your tenders, you can make spicy stuff. Then you have the bone-in chicken, it's halal, it's gluten-free. You're doing such a fantastic job, as always. Now let's dive into this. You guys gotta come check out Freight Fried Chicken. This is mine, I'm taking this to go. Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here at Besame Food Truck Park near downtown San Antonio at Let's Smash Burgers. This spot is killing it over here, and Chef Anthony Bueno's with us right now. Chef, come over here, brother. How's it going, man?
Hey, welcome.
Now, thank you for having us, because you know what? I saw this burger on the menu, and I couldn't believe myself. You guys, It's a double smash burger, and look at that. And a big old dino beef rib on top. You got sausage pouring off this thing. That is a monster of a burger. Now, if you know about Bus and Q, they had viral videos where they were serving up their dino beef rib burritos, and yes, I did get one. And you pull the bone out of that thing, and it's absolutely nuts. The meat is so tender, just falls apart. It's so juicy. Now, you have that concept right here with the burger, and you're also making burgers over at Bus and Q, but now you got just a burger concept here. Now, I want to go down the line here because you have 3 different burgers in front of us that represent the menu. This first one, hot Cheetos on a burger, very San Antonio, right?
Right, we got a hot Cheeto double here. We got our homemade queso on there, 2 brisket patties, mayo pickles. We coat that with a little hot Cheeto dust. It's an SA favorite, everyone loves it.
Anytime you say hot Cheeto dust, I'm sold. A little sprinkle of magic on top, right? That's San Antonio, baby. All right, I'm gonna take a bite of this thing. All right, it's a double hot Cheeto burger. That's the bite. It looks over the top, because it is. But the pickles, that little acidity you get, cuts right through it. I know it's all over my face. I can feel it. I know it is. The hot Cheetos are popping. Got a little spice. The bread's nice. I'm gonna put this one down because I can keep going in, but we got a lot more burgers to try. Now, this one right here, it's glistening, it's beautiful, it's calling my name. This one is absolutely insane.
Look at the size of that dino beef rib, an absolute monster. And you got the barbecue sauce, the cheese dripping off of the side. Oh my goodness. And just look at that beast of a burger with those double patties. This is something that I've never seen before in my life.
Do me a favor. I want to pull the bone out, so if you hold this for me, you're the host now. Check this out. You ready? Here it goes. Why is this the best day of my life right now? This is awesome. And look, there's a little bit to nibble on right there. The bone is out. The sauce is on it.
We got a sweet and spicy barbecue sauce. We got a queso on there, garlic aioli, pickles, and the Ribzilla on top for you.
Ribzilla. That's bigger than my head. Look at this thing. If it ain't dripping, you're tripping. I'll tell you that right now. That's the bite. Give me a hug, bro. Give me a hug. This is incredible.
Thank you.
Y'all gotta come experience this for yourselves. The Ribzilla. I'm going in for another bite. I might still have barbecue on my face, but I'm ready for burger number 3 out here. And this thing looks like it's loaded up. You got an egg on top, so you already got me sold some bacon on there. It's breakfast time during dinner time right now. So talk to me about this one. What you got going on?
So this is our double Wagyu wake and bake burger. We have double Wagyu on there, garlic aioli, pickles, our over easy egg, bacon, arugula, truffle, aioli, and then the egg yolk.
Oh, there you go, baby. There you go. Good for you. Okay, so truffle fries, the wake and bake burger. I'll tell you what, y'all, if you're looking for an insane, over-the-top burger experience in San Antonio, come out to Besame Food Truck Park near downtown San Antonio. It is such a cool vibe out here, and at night, it just gets even better. That rib one's worth that. This goat one's amazing, too. Great job, chef. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Texas Eats. And to get more information and a map on all the restaurants that you've seen on today's show, just go to our website, texaseatstv.com. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Texas Eats TV. And don't forget to join us every Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning and 11 o'clock at night right here on KSAT 12, because this is how Texas eats.